Hey, so in this video, I'll be showing an interesting find I found with AI apps, particularly wrappers, and I'm just going to show like there's immense opportunity here, and yeah, so let's get started. So if you've been following AI lately, you've probably seen that AI prices have come down significantly, like they have gotten better. Like even if you look at just OpenAI, they had GPT-4, which was super expensive, then they had Turbo, then they had GPT-4o, and it's currently like one of the cheapest models out there. Um, and like the rate at which this happened was only like a year or two, right? So and with this trend an interesting thing emerged, and that's the fact that the AIs is getting cheaper, and whoever builds an app with that AI, if they cost, like if you charge your users $10 a month, and it costs you maybe $5 in the backend to handle API requests. So let's imagine you build a wrapper. Actually that cost will come down, and even you might not even make any money. You might just be even in the beginning, like in our current time, like maybe making $10 and spending $10 on API costs. But there's like great users and the numbers go up, and in a few months or even in a few years, your margins will start to go up significantly, and even by day one, you should probably be profitable. So I'll be showing some crazy examples of wrappers I found. So firstly, we got Umax, and this app I believe did more than $4 million, which is wild. It's basically a GPT-4 vision wrapper, or GPT-4o, whatever name you want to call it, and basically it analyzes your face and then gives you a rating. And to show that like it isn't even that hard to build, I found the GPT. So someone made a custom GPT, and it just utilizes that. So this is the exact same thing, except the mobile app they charge $5, right? So I was even able to like send an example photo. So I sent a photo of Elon Musk, and I said like give me the scores, and it gave the exact same scores. And if you can have the coding skills to at least make a UI, like put like a like give a score to someone, you already have the numbers. Just make a UI on top of it, and have some graphs, have like like yeah, some graphs like save button, share button. It's really that simple, and there's no user interaction. It's as simple as uploading your picture and getting a result. And they charge $5 for each photo, which is wild. The API call probably is like maybe a cent or up to like 10 cents for them. So the margins are super high. Another example is this app called Call AI, and this app is also wild. They make a lot of money as well, in the millions range, and it's also a vision wrapper. You take a photo of whatever you eat, and it tells you the exact calories, the fats, the protein it has, and you can actually use it on the. You can find it on like the ChatGPT GPT section as well. So like I found someone made a similar version, and I just tried it. So I uploaded like a pancake picture, and then it gave me all the data. So like to build an app similar to that, you can imagine, like you're talking to ChatGPT, you get this response, and you just have to, store that, have some kind of a database, have like a paywall, have subscriptions, have like some limits maybe on how many requests a customer can make, and then just display the data in a nice way. You will just have graph, and this is what they did really well. They have like all the graphs, like this is your daily intake, monthly, weekly, yearly, and that just like really draws the person in. Like this is kind of like magic. It has, the AI has recently been out, and not many people know it, and mostly like non-technical people. So like this has like everyone would use it, and this is like 13th in like health and fitness category. So that just goes to show, you know, it's absolutely wild. Another app, and all of these three apps are made by the same person by the way, is somewhat similar. Is I I don't think it is as successful as the others, but it's still very successful, and it's just as simple as you upload a picture of a chat you have with someone, and it tells you like what to say next. So it's just Riz, and this might be the simplest one. It's just like instructing ChatGPT to like these are the past messages I had, and tell me what to say next. I'm pretty sure it exists in the GPT marketplace as well. So whatever. I mean, so the idea is that you will find like what kind of prompts people are using on these new GPTs. Okay, like maybe, I mean, it really depends. You have to really go into it, but maybe you can do some research, because like there's so much potential in here. Like even if like you aren't the first person to make this, if you can market it well, make it an actual app. So let's just try to see Riz. Um, let's see what we find. Yeah, there you go. There are like 1,000 version of these, and it's as simple as that. You just display the response. So another different niche, so to say, is like rock identifiers. I mean, this area is probably oversaturated, but you just take a photo of a rock, and it tells you what rock it is. There are thousands of rocks, and a lot of people actually made apps using this, like the GPT-4 Vision API as well. Like you can see on the bottom, like yeah, there are like a ton. Rock ID identifier. And you just take a photo. It tells you like gives you the basic information, and it's as simple as like asking ChatGPT to tell me what this rock is or something. And these apps, they have crazy stats. Like the other one had, I believe, how much did it have? 46,000 ratings. Like that's wild. It's number 41 in education. So like, if you can make an app and get it to a red level, like you will have to grow it organically to some point, like maybe organic influencer marketing or anything else like that. And then after a while, the app store will probably help you out with it, right? It will have you have like the ratings, it will recommend the app, and it's really that simple. It seems like, um, and yeah, like I think a good place to start is like looking at the ChatGPT GPT store. Like there are a bunch of things here. You can maybe sort by like trending. So there are a bunch of research ones. Maybe like that might be an idea, or like something you can find unique. There are like a lot of things you can do with image. So I really think there's potential here, and yeah, I would recommend anyone that's into like startups or like wants to make money using this to start as soon as possible. Just get an app out. Find a good idea, build the app, scale. So yeah, that was the video.